Hello my friends and welcome to Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. Let us play it in the name of the Emperor. I've been looking forward to this, as I always look forward to 40k games. Alright, cool. I think we should just get stuck straight in. Before we get stuck in, actually, let me just double check the complete settings. Tribes 3 has made me paranoid about settings now because for some reason it decided to just choose a completely random resolution. Where's VSync? Okay, sorry, there we go. I have a 120 Hz monitor, so I need to change this. Hang on, let me just also... Let me just double check the microphone settings as well, because it's a brand new game. And we all know what brand new games are like. There we go, it's fixed. Perfect, okay. Cool music, actually. We got a 4090, man. Let's we're going. Okay. Just gonna put the music down just a little bit so you can hear me clearly. Even though it sounds great so far. Right, let's rock on. Take up the mantle of a rogue trader, the scion of an ancient dynasty of daring privateers that reign over their trade protectorate and explore the fringes of the known galaxy. Darkness looms over the bloodline of von Valak. I've said this once and I'll say this again. Just get a voice actor to do the beginning. Please. No one wants to read a wall of text at the start of a game. I love 40k, but 40k can be very guilty of this issue. Lots of games are. No one wants to read, you know, a big blob of text right at the very beginning of the game. It's fine, you know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes in when you're into it, it's good to go. But anyway. I won't hold it against it too hard. Unfair! Okay, let's go. I love that these are adjustable. This might be a game for a challenge run later. People love my challenge runs. Okay, I won't fiddle with any of this because obviously I've never played before, so I have no idea. I'll just trust the game that unfair is the appropriate difficulty for me. Yeah, well, I may not be familiar with the game, but I got quite a few turn-based games under my belt, so we'll be fine. Trust me. Oh, speaking of which, I fixed my lighting. Look, I no longer glow like a Christmas tree. It's kind of funny how I fixed it actually, but anyway, long story short, I managed to dim the lights, so the studio lights were just a little bit too potent. Soldier, operative, warrior. Custom character. Oh, you can have a custom portrait. Huh. Oh, that's awesome. Well, anyway, I'm not going to do that right now. But that is very awesome. I fully approve of that. I guess this guy is closest in appearance to me. None of them look anything like me, but I mean, I guess this one is the closest, owing to his lack of hair. Although, he's got more hair. Maybe this guy? I don't know, do I? He's also got more hair than me. Where's my bald guy when I need him? Okay, that'll do. Okay, we're not going to spend too much time customizing. You got 3 choices: chunk, twig, and normal. Or normal if you know you got 4 hours of exercise a day. Okay, I think this guy looks fine.
You didn't stand a chance.
Wow, you got so many voices to choose from. That's cool.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Time to take out the trash. Sorry. There's a joke that a few of you will get. Time to take out the trash.
Empyrean, take this sacrifice.
Behold the wrath of madness.
Okay, that guy's a bit too chaos.
Macro cannons, volley! Deliver their demise.
Engage the engines.
We'll choose this one. Why not? Trusty weapons. Okay. A Voidborn character can reroll any failed attack, dodge, parry, characteristic, or skill test with a 20% chance of success. Wow, that seems quite powerful. Oh, here we go. Here's the penalty. If you're badly injured, you are more likely to be finished. Okay, interesting mechanic. Interesting. I'm doing my part. Okay, this is the combat character. I'm gonna go with Voidborn. This seems like the more diplomatic character. Sounds like fun to me. I guess I want something that goes with intelligence. Wow. The devotee gains willpower bonus percentage chance to ignore any enemy attack. That almost reminds me of D&D monk AC bonuses. Okay, the noble. This seems to be the class that most jibes with what I selected. You, do something! Psychers are feared and distrusted. Damaging psycho powers count as weapon attacks. Man, this looks like fun. I was gonna be a noble, but noble doesn't actually feel like that much fun. My mind's filled with great pain. Okay, item. Okay, this is like a healer. Oh yes. Burn a nation. The target does not stop burning and no longer makes tests to stop burning. Additionally, if the target is an ally, every melee attack the ally makes inflicts full burning damage on targets of their attack, while they themselves only suffer half burning damage from now on. What the hell? You just immolate your own guy as a buff. Okay, I'm torn. The Pyromancer sounds fun, the Biomancer sounds like it would be the most useful. Oh, let's just do it. Burn a nation it is. Huh, I can offset the bonus I took. Ha! There we go. That'll do. What do we got? Okay, this is the intelligence class. I'm gonna build for intelligence, I think. I'm pretty sure that intelligence and being a psyker is a good combination. Plus the Void character can use int instead of fellowship for persuasion. So I'm just keeping that in mind. One exploit on all enemies in combat that makes a free attack against a target, and that attack always hits. What are exploits? No idea. Okay. $30 points to spend. I guess this should be my primary skill. I guess we'll go with the recommendations. Okay, seems reasonable. Well, this is the only frigate we have available. I guess I'm selecting this one. Those if you want. Okay. I'm Seth. Just Seth. From God to Cain to Seth. Okay. Let's just change this. Okay, so... Seems reasonable. Outfit settings. Let's go red, because red ones go faster. I hope I've built a good character here. Who knows? I'm just going purely off instinct. No matter what, it'll be fun. Setting people on fire. Looks great. For sure.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Okay. Have we met?
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtfear, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencius. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Well, that's because I explode people with my mind.
I am aware of that fact. It would have been unacceptable negligence to have overlooked such a detail when compiling your profile. Fate bestowed upon you powers of witchcraft, and a duty to use them for the good of the Imperium. Yours is truly an unenviable lot. I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencius, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor.
Okay. You have a curious title, Master of Whispers.
To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencius. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others. I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back. Especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention. Suffice it to say that Her Ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities.
This is beautifully voice acted. Why was there no voice acting for the beginning bit? It's great. It's really good. That little blurb, that story blurb. Why not do that bit too?
Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis at the time when the first rogue traders entered the Gold Emperor's service. And therefore, it is sacrosanct. So that you may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor. Your former position may have been different from conventional service as part of one of the institutions of the Imperium, but from now on, a different fate awaits you. One chosen for you by the Lord Captain. I advise you to come to terms with this reality as quickly as possible. There is, and you will meet him soon enough. But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Okay. Got it. I hear there's rumors on the internets. Okay. What do we got? Inventory? I have a revolver. As if a sanctioned psyker would need a revolver. Maybe to execute a peasant or something. got the usual suspects. We've got a map. We have a codex. Not that codex. And formation setup. Alright, let's go.
Is there money to be made?
Okay.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust. Keep your wits about you.
I feel like I could probably fix this.
I always keep my options open.
Noble guests. Do you
Let
know
us
what?
not dawdle.
This reminds me of like Planescape Torment a bit, in that it really feels like detailed so far.
Is there money to be made?
Ah, our legs are appearing through our dress. Oh well.
One of the Fon Valencia's trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
Hey, it's a dual lasgun turret. I haven't seen one of those since Dawn of War.
What's happening? Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Your demise is already calculated.
In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. Okay, what do we got? What are exploits? I need to know. What are exploits? Not in this list. Dictionary. Nope, not in the dictionary. Exploit. If an operative hits a target with an exploit stack, the attack deals +5 perception bonus % more damage. Damage is also increased by 10% for each exploit on the target. Okay. So it's an attack bonus that only occurs once. So I would do like 30% more damage. That's not necessarily good. Your servitor's on fire.
It's as good as done. I refuse. I won't compromise my principles.
Am I only allowed one attack per turn? I still have 2 action points left, so in theory I should be able to shoot, right?
I won't stand for it.
Okay, I guess for whatever reason I just can't, I guess there's nothing else for me to do.
On it. My gut tells me it's a bad idea. I'll make it happen.
How much movement has this guy got? 12. That's a lot of movement.
Who, if not me?
Oh, that was a big hit. Aha!
For the glory of the Imperium!
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan. I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is...
Okay, my psychic powers are quite weak at the moment, it would seem.
I always have a backup plan.
Okay. I guess it's down this way.
Always keep your eye on the prize. Keep your wits about you.
Okay, no, can't go that way. So I guess I'm going this way.
I always keep my options open.
Interesting that shooting your gun only costs 1 AP, but I seemingly can't make more than 1 attack per turn. I wonder if warp burn stacks. Probably not.
Is there money to be made?
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Oh. There we go. People are talking to heresy. Now we know it's 40k.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad? While you are considering your answer, Edelthrad, I wish to speak with someone else. Perhaps I shall hear something more interesting than incoherent mumbling. Approach.
What is this? Is this someone from your retinue, Theodora? Do you permit your people to interrupt your conversations in such a fashion?
What do you mean? I just stood here and didn't say anything. I didn't say anything, my dude.
I give that permission to those with something of substance to say. Let us see if it was worth it. This is the second candidate for the title of my successor. Step forward. Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
I see. So the options for skill checks are at the top. And then there's some other stuff. In case you can't do any. I do not know.
Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor.
Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you are simply unaware of their existence. Even among his flock, not all are of a piece. I suggest you familiarize yourself with that fact before
this
you are
guy's obnoxious.
sorely.
He reminds me of that guy from Armageddon. And the sergeant just gets sick of him after a while and just bumps him off.
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officers' deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
So, why are you here?
Why are you here? Was it not you who sent for me? I do not know just yet. I hope you will clarify that.
Clarity. A luxury that few of us can afford. There is a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted an opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however, is one such opportunity. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness beyond the Imperium and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all.
Can I just say, the voice acting in this is amazing. I'm like, I take back everything I said at the beginning.
It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes. Oh yes, you would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump, and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As things currently stand, I have doubts that you are suitable for the role of rogue trader. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake. His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voitvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
Excuse me.
I have some time before the Navigator gives the signal to initiate the Void Ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
Okay.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is thousands of years old. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live. Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Edelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide.
Okay. I might just click through these for the sake of seeing what she says. I understand this terminology.
Sometimes I forget that people without direct access to a ship's bridge may not know the first thing about how a void ship travels between the stars. Vessels such as this one are capable of leaving real space and traversing into the warp, an otherworldly dimension of cruel and unthinkable forces. By entering it under the protection of the Gellerfield, we shorten the route to our destination, crossing distances that would require hundreds of years in a matter of weeks instead. Sometimes in days or even hours. That is how humanity spread across the galaxy. That is how we were able to build the Imperium, which spans millions of stars.
Okay, she didn't say anything that I didn't already know, but I feel like I'll try and do these dialogue choices, because I know that not everybody watching this is a huge 40k nerd. Anyway, I'm going to say that's it for now. We are heading towards an hour, which is really the cutoff point before YouTube starts to hate you. So that is it for this episode. Join me. This is going to be going out every day, so join me next time, the next day, if you watch this on release day, and we'll carry on. I will see you then.